Hi, welcome to WCA Extra. Starting a few minutes late, but we're starting with one too that pretty pertinent to this time of year.
Yeah.
High school athletes kind of getting hurt over the summer, especially can affect their season going into the fall, which especially will not be so great if it's their senior season.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I
So
don't want to miss out on that.
yeah. So you talk to an athletic trainer. Why are they saying, "Hey, these kids are getting hurt"? What are they doing? Why are they so injury prone? Long story short.
Yeah, it's a mix of things. If you think of what you did as a kid during the summer, it's what you'd expect. Just random injuries that can happen if you are swimming. Maybe you go cliff jumping. Maybe you are jumping on your trampoline. I know I got hurt plenty of times doing that. Just those, everyday summer activities that can lead to a random injury.
Yeah.
But there's also the athletes who are training really consistently over the summer, maybe pushing themselves past a point where they should, and that's where you can start to see overuse injuries. And that I think is what he sees the most in his office come fall.
Yeah, and I think especially, again, if you're a rising senior, you want to have a great season, maybe you want to...
You're really grinding over the summer, trying to get it done, but if you're not careful...
It's too much.
Yeah.
So what are some things that they can do to kind of prevent that? Other than really just taking it back a little bit.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Knowing your limits and giving yourself time, not pushing yourself too hard. Some of the other tips he had are, kind of what you'd expect. Like, make sure you're remembering to warm up. You're not at practice anymore where you have a coach saying, okay, go do your warm up. Make sure you're staying on top
Still
of
doing
that
those little things
when you're on your own.
Yeah.
Making sure that you stretch, all the things to make sure that you get a good workout. But the other thing, the biggest thing I think, is if you do get hurt during the summer, don't wait until you're back in the school in the fall to go to your athletic trainer and say, hey, by the way, I got hurt back in June.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would go away. It's still there. Can you help me? It's going to take more time than you might have to heal that and get to experience your fall season how you want to. So reaching out to your athletic trainer or your fall coach or a doctor soon after the injury happens in the summer so you can get the ball rolling on recovery is really the best thing you can do to make sure that you have a smooth fall season. Yeah,
absolutely. I think kids, you're not invincible. And also, the fall sports season's only 3.5 months long. So realistically, if you have some kind of injury, it takes a few weeks. That's a third of the season, half of the season. It's really just not a ton of time after it's all said and done. So, but I think it's useful stuff. And I think as far as today goes, in the next couple of days, you'll not be getting outside too much. But
I hope not. And if you are, get that liquid IV going.
Yeah,
be
something,
ready
anything.
To cool down, wear sunscreen. But I would not be doing anything.
Did you have any injuries in high school?
Yeah, I often hurt my knee. I've still got knee issues. My left knee had a hip issue. I ran track, so those would kind of pop back up here and there.
Yeah, I had tendonitis.
Shin splints, tendonitis,
Yeah, I don't know.
All that good stuff.
I wish I had a cooler one, but I don't. So, anyway, we'll play this. Thanks, Sylvia. But yeah, okay, stay safe.
Over 2 decades of coaching soccer, basketball, and golf at Champlain Valley Union High School, Seth Emerson has seen his fair share of summer injuries. Left untreated, they can spell trouble for the fall.
I did have a player that dislocated his knee once in the summer, and then it continued on during the season. It happened a couple times in games. He goes down, and it was frightening each time.
When that happens, Emerson's players end up in physical trainer Summer McKillop's office.
Every fall you go into preseason with different kids who've got something going on every single team.
From cliff jumping to biking, summer fun can lead to injury. McKillop says most often, he sees things go wrong with student athletes who think they're training the right way.
The biggest thing that happens in the summer is people who are working too hard and then trying to do a little too much or improperly training, and that's what's going to get them hurt.
To stay safe, McKillop says get outside and have fun while using your best judgment. If you're training for a fall sport, don't forget to warm up and pay attention to proper form. If you get injured during the summer, McKillop says to take action sooner rather than later. He recommends students reach out to their athletic trainers or fall coaches for proactive summer support.
Focus on the recovery and let the coaches who have designed this program for you kind of have have what's best in mind for you.
Back on the field, Emerson hopes athletes take the advice. It can prevent bench warming and heartache for the entire team.
I think it's hard, right? They want to be back, they want to play. If it's their senior year especially, coach, I'm fine, I'm good to go. Let me talk to your doc, let me talk to Summer and see where you're at.
I think some good tips there at the end. But not quite the next few days really to be doing this. Well, I think at the end of the week you can, but
it's really today.
Yeah. It's just don't.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
It's still humid. I mean, I want to show you this. We've been talking about, we see a few 90-degree days each year. This kind of has been a little bit different. I want to show you this. How about this high temperature in Plattsburgh here for the day yesterday? Made it to 101 degrees yesterday afternoon. That ties the hottest temperature ever recorded in Plattsburgh. Previous times we hit 101, August of 1975 and August of 1955. Reliable records going back all the way to 1945. So definitely had some real heat in place here through the day yesterday. And again, today, another first alert weather day as we gear up for more heat and humidity. Most of us are going to be talking about high temperatures back into the 90s here this afternoon. Dew points in the 60s and 70s. That means real feels maybe again approaching the triple digits here through the afternoon hours today for some of us. We do have that extreme heat warning still up for the Champlain Valley. Away from that, highlighted in the orange color, that is a heat advisory, both of which running until 8 o'clock here this evening. I want to show you where we go high temperature-wise today. Most of us maybe a degree or two cooler than where we were yesterday afternoon, but again, still plenty of heat, still plenty of humidity out there. Again, take a look at the Champlain Valley. The upper valley points south into southern Vermont. Probably temperatures in the mid to potentially upper 90s again this afternoon, and we're kind of already off to the races. Notice where we already are this morning. Waking up to temperatures in the 80s out the door already. Plattsburgh's already at 88. Burlington's already at 86. We got Malone and Messina already coming in at 82. St. J, Newport already coming in at 84. Brattleboro just 3 degrees shy of the 90-degree mark already. So, yeah, we are off to the races already. Burlington got blue skies and sunshine out there. The dew point just a degree shy of the 70s. So once you start talking dew points in the 70s, that's when you really have that tropical and oppressive air in place. The heat index already feeling like 90 degrees. There is a bit of a breeze, though, out of the south. That is kind of a little bit of good news if you want to say that. Dew points, again, climbing back into the upper 60s and 70s as we speak. Dew points basically hanging out in the low to mid-70s here through the day ahead. Again, that's going to have a big impact on how we feel. Talking real field temperatures in the Champlain Valley and southern Vermont approaching, if not exceeding, the triple digits once again, just because we are so hot and we are so humid again. Weather-wise, pretty quiet out there. Satellite and radar scanning things dry across the area, and we're dry and we're pretty quiet here through the first part of the day today. There is a chance that a few showers and thunderstorms kind of bubbling up here this afternoon and this evening. Not everybody sees a shower and thunderstorm. They're kind of short-lived, especially across the northern half of the area here through the evening. Those begin to wrap up tonight. We head into your day tomorrow. We're dry and quiet again for your day on Wednesday. Temperatures also a bit cooler here for your hump day Wednesday as well. In terms of that thunderstorm potential, again, not everybody sees a thunderstorm, but if you do see one, they could potentially be a little bit stronger in nature. The Storm Prediction Center does have us under a level 1 out of 5 risk here for severe weather through the day ahead. Again, severe weather going to be very, very isolated. Not the severe weather, definitely the exception, not the rule here for the day today. And again, not everybody sees a shower or a thunderstorm here through this afternoon. It's one more day of that extreme heat out there. We're back down into the 80s tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're actually talking temperatures in the 70s, and the dew points falling in that same time frame as well. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, dew points back into the 50s. That's when you'll start to notice we feel a whole lot more comfortable out there. Before we get there, though, it's another day of heat and humidity out there. Most of us talking temperatures back into the 90s here this afternoon. Chance at a few afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Again, not everybody sees those showers and thunderstorms, though. Tonight, overnight lows, they'll fall back into the 60s and lower 70s out there for most of us. So starting to find a bit of relief tonight. Even more relief into your day tomorrow. Temperatures in the 80s. Dew points gradually dropping off here for your day tomorrow as well. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're back into the 70s. Does come along with rain showers Friday and into the day on Saturday as well. We're drier, sunnier here for the day Sunday. Also keep that going into Monday of next week, and temperatures will start to climb through the 70s and back towards the 80s here as we head towards the start of next week.
Yeah, Peter, I think I'm looking forward to the mid-70s.
Yeah.
You know, relatively it's going to feel nice and cool.
Yeah.
Compared to what we had the last few days.
Compared to what we had yesterday and what we'll have here for the day ahead.
Yeah, what are your big plans for after work today?
Big plans, probably sitting in the air conditioning. Maybe I'll venture out and get an ice cream or something. That's about it.
I didn't get an ice cream yesterday, but I feel like I need to. I gotta get one.
I know. I was really contemplating getting a creamy yesterday,
You also gotta eat it quick, though.
I know.
The thing is, you're gonna get one. You're gonna go in the car.
It'll be melting quickly.
You're gonna be like this. You put the key in. Be all down.
You'll have a puddle. Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, that's your plan for today. But Peter, thanks so much.
Yep.
Of course, everyone be safe, stay cool,
and stay cool,
we'll,
stay hydrated.
We'll get through it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think it does for us here in WCAX. Of course, you can see all of our coverage on WCAX.com. Download First Alert Weather app.
Yep.
And we'll see you at noon in our evening shows as well.
Yeah.
Until then.